course, trying to neutralize it is Josh Parker, trying to get him down on the mat already. And Varner comes up with the slam.
Hi, my name is Joey Varner. I'm 40 years old, and for most of my life, I was an athlete. Growing up, I played every sport you could play. Swimming, soccer, baseball, basketball, football, but combat sports stole my heart. I loved wrestling and boxing and kickboxing and jiu-jitsu. So for my teenage years to my 20s and most of my 30s, I did mixed martial arts and combat sports. Unfortunately, decades of combat sports can really have a negative impact on your body. I had multiple shoulder surgeries and I started having hip problems. I went to get both checked out and I was diagnosed with needing a shoulder replacement and needing a hip replacement. These are major surgeries. They're surgeries that you don't just do once, that you're gonna have to redo throughout your life. And it's not a fun experience. I've had surgery and it's not something that's fun or I look forward to doing.
I've known Mr. Varner for quite a few years now, and he initially came to me after surgery for his left shoulder. He was relatively unhappy with his surgical outcomes. He still had pain, stiffness, and the inability to grapple or roll in MMA events, which was his main passion.
Combat sports weren't a possibility anymore. I mean, they were removed from my life. I couldn't work out, I couldn't box, I couldn't wrestle, I couldn't lift weights or run. Having something that you love to do and that you're extremely passionate about be removed from your life, it takes a toll. It takes a toll not just physically, but psychologically as well. Due to my injuries, over the process of 2 or 3 years, I gained a lot of weight. I put on 50, 60 pounds. I was at a low point in my life and I didn't know what to do. I had heard a lot about stem cell therapy, and so I did some research in Las Vegas and I found Cellaxys and Dr. Matt Otten.
What we did with Joey was twofold. First, he came to me with post-surgical pain in the shoulder from arthritis and rotator cuff tendonitis, and hip arthritis that he didn't want to do surgery on. So what I offered him was a procedure where you take adipose tissue and derive the stem cells from the adipose tissue, and you can easily get enough for 2 major joints in one setting or one procedure.
The procedure was quick, it was relatively painless. I mean, I was in and out in an hour or 2, and aside from some soreness for the next few days, it wasn't that painful.
It usually takes about 4 to 6 weeks for patients to feel an improvement. On the nose, 6 weeks after we did the procedure for Joey, he sent me a text and said, "This is an amazing procedure and my hip feels amazing." One of the best part about Joey's procedure is we were able to hold off on major reconstructive surgical interventions on Joey. And he's so young, we want to avoid that at all costs.
I'm almost back to 100% range of motion in my hip and shoulder. I'm almost 100% pain-free. I'm living the high quality of life that I love to lead. And it's all thanks to Dr. Matt Otten and Cellaxys.